We are doing our video on Chapter 4, which is called Engaging in Verbal Communication by Julia T. Woods. My name is Chang Rong, and these are my colleagues Kayla Lamar and Ellen Castellanos. We have all been in Professor Bree's communication class for almost a semester, where we have become experts on verbal communication. We are experts because we wrote a 9-page essay on it. Communication is essential to all aspects of our lives. However, I will be only discussing about verbal communication. Verbal communication consists of symbols of written or spoken word, which means we can communicate through our voice or writing. We will also talk about the features of language, which are arbitrariness, ambiguity, and abstraction. All these terms cause confusion when we communicate. We will also teach you about the rules in communication, which are regulative and constitutive rules. These rules will guide you on what is expected and appropriate when we communicate. Then we will explain how language affects and evaluates phenomena and how it affects relationships and interaction. We will also be talking about how to own your own feelings and thoughts. Each topic will have a skit that will explain it in further detail.
First, we are going to be focusing on the language of meaning in verbal communication. There are three main features of language and meaning, which include arbitrariness, abstractness, and ambiguity, which are all very important. Arbitrariness refers to verbal symbols that are not intrinsically to what they represent. For example, an apple can refer to a fruit or a phone. When it is referring to a phone, it becomes arbitrary.
This is an apple, and this is an apple. They're referred to as the same thing, but they have different meanings.
Abstractness signifies words that are not the concrete experiences to which they refer. And the last of these three features, ambiguity, means words that do not have a clear-cut or precise meaning, or words or situations that mean differently to different people.
Chang when she's happy. Alan when he's happy. Chang when she's sad. Alan when he's sad.
Becoming aware of these features can help us better understand the power of language. Next, we will be discussing the important rules of communication. Becoming aware of these two rules will help us communicate in a more efficient and polite way. These communication rules refer to behavior that is socially acceptable and appropriate. The first rule is the regulative rules, which specifies when, where, and how to communicate.
This is regulative rules of dating.
Hey, it's been a while. I was wondering if you wanted to go out, Saturday around like 6 p.m. Maybe we can go catch a movie or something. The new James Bond chick is out, and all that's good. Alright? Yeah, you're down? Alright. Well, I'll hit you up later. Alright.
And the last rule is constitutive rules, which include defining what communication means and stands for.
Constitutive rules of counseling.
So how does that make you feel?
Makes me feel sad.
And why do you feel sad?
I feel like he's cheating on me. He's working late and he's been acting strange.
Maybe you should try talking to him.
We will talk about how punctuation affects meaning. We punctuate communication to interpret meaning. Punctuation is our perception of when interaction begins and ends. Hi, my name is Chang.
Hi, I'm Kayla. It's nice to meet you.
Let's go hang out sometime.
Yeah, we totally should. We should go to Starbucks.
Hey, how's your life going?
It's going really good, thanks. How's yours going?
Mine's going good. I'm just going to school.
That's cool. So how was school yesterday?
School was good. We learned a lot.
That's good.
Yeah, it was good and nice to know you.
Yeah, me too. We should keep it up.
We will now be looking into how language defines phenomena. First, we'll look at the words totalizing. Totalizing is responding to a person as if one label totally represents that person.
Oh my god, look at that bug!
Why are his pants like that?
Why is it dressed like that?
What a bug.
We will now look at how language evaluates phenomena. First, we will be looking at loaded language. Loaded language is words that have perception and thus meaning.
Ugh, look at that old geezer.
No, it's a senior citizen.
The next term is liking. Liking is a phrase or word that show an interest in what the speaker is saying or I really enjoy spending my time with you.
Me too.
The next term is reappropriation. Reappropriation is a group's reclamation of a term used by others to degrade the group's members. The treatment of those terms as a positive self-description.
Oh my gosh, look at that nerd.
At least I'll be a doctor. Yay!
The next topic is how language defines relationships and interactions. We'll be first looking at the first vocab term, responsiveness. Responsiveness is statements of agreement or disagreement which show our interest in others' communication. And that concludes our presentation on nutrition.
Okay, very good. I think you had very good eye contact, so you could have been a little bit louder when you were talking to us. But good job overall.
Now, we'll be looking at how to own your feelings and thoughts. To take responsibility for your feelings, rely on I language, not you language. I language identifies the speaker or perceiver's thoughts and feelings, whereas you language attributes the intentions and motives onto another person. You language.
You hurt me.
How?
I language.
I feel really hurt when you talk behind my back. Sorry.
The final term is power. Power is used to define dominance and to negotiate status and influence.
Come sit down. You have been stealing stuff at work. You haven't been listening to my orders. What's wrong with you?
Conclusion. So what did we learn? We often take verbal communication for granted. Once we learn to speak, we assume that ability is simply enough to know how to verbally communicate. Chapter 4 provides a clear answer to this presumption. There is a plethora of things to consider when verbally communicating. Language is abstract, ambiguous, and arbitrary, yet we as a culture have developed it into an extensive form of communication that can teach us lessons, make us feel, or just help us get along with one another. Verbal communication is found everywhere, yet we take it for granted. The study of verbal communication is vast, but with time and dedication to the study, you will excel in the numerous aspects of your life.
Thank you for watching our video.
We hope you enjoyed it.
Now remember, this presentation was brought to you by Alan Castellanos,
Chang Bong.
And Kayla Lamar.
Thank you.